guys, and welcome to my kitchen. Ooh, we gonna be cooking. First things first, wash your hands. I already washed my hands, but they were ashy and I didn't want to come on camera with my hands looking ashy. I already started, so I've already kind of started. Cabbage. Chop it up. Chop up some. I don't know how to get the camera and me at the same time. Oh, I don't like this. Why am I so tall? Anyway, I'm tall, okay? But the main thing is you got it in the bowl. And then, of course, got the red onion. We're just going to use half an onion. Half of a whole red onion. Chop it up really nicely. I got a granite chopping board because they are pretty. But they are bad for your knives. So what I do is I take a wooden spoon. So the hack is put wooden spoon. That way you are chopping. You've got a pretty, what's it called? Pretty chopping board. Because I went for the granite because it's pretty and it matches the countertops. But it's really not practical. It's really bad for your knives. I did get a knife sharpener just in case. Like, it's one of them ones. Do you want to look cute? Or like, do you want to be smart? And in this instance, I went for cute. Don't be like me. Be smart. But hey, this is a smart hack. Just for the sake of time, I'm actually going to marinate my prawns. I wasn't going to do it. We're making jerk Korean barbecue prawns. So I have some prawns soaking here. We have our jerk seasoning. I'm not really too good with the jerk seasoning. I didn't know which one was best and I was a little like, I don't know which one is best, so I've got both, so I'm kind of using both. And I learnt my lesson yesterday. It's salty! So I bought this jerk seasoning, and then I bought this jerk seasoning. I'm using the both combined because I don't know which one is better. If you're Jamaican from the islands purely and you know what you're doing, please advise me. Just say, oh, use this one, or I'll taste it actually and see which one I like better. But like, just like this, it's a bit spicy for me. It's a little bit spicy. It's a little bit spicy. And then I'm going to use the powder stuff to season it. I'm not going to use a lot. Again, I think these ones are fairly the same color. I'm just going to eye it. You know how we do. We're going to take some Heinz sticky Korean barbecue sauce. Going to squeeze it in there. I like sweetness. Woo! Bit too much. Oopsies. Oopsie. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a little bit of a gravy for it today. Secret ingredient: sugar, but which type? Which you think it's one thing, but I tell you this, it's not what you think it is. I wanted a bit of a gravy and I want a little bit of tang in it. I'm gonna put ketchup. Yes, our season with ketchup. No shame. Ooh, look at that, it's ketchup, yes. I can really entertain myself. I've got a ginger peeled. Ooh. Peeled fully. So again, just taking one spring onion. I'm gonna toss it in there because I'm making a sort of a gravy. It's exactly the same thing you do to your jerk chicken, but prawns. And you have to be a bit careful with prawns because they can go from 0 to 100% desert dry in a minute. So all of these are lessons I learn. I learn as I cook, and also I don't have recipes, so I can't tell you put 200 grams of milamita water. I can't tell you to do that because I cook as I go. You know, just a natural cook. You know what I mean? Pop the onions into your prawn mixture. So this is going to help to season it. I'm going to put some fresh thyme. But I like the taste of fresh thyme. It's really nice. I'm just chopping some garlic to pop it. Does it need garlic though? From China. This is unique. Well, maybe not. But I got this one from China. Doesn't make it any special. Press that garlic. I've used this already. Just scrape that in there. We don't want a lot because it probably has garlic in it already. And just going back, so garlic. Ginger. This thing is not for ginger. That's how the last one I bought broke. Those onions we chopped. Boom! Chop the onion. the onion that you chopped. Not all of it, some. Save the rest for your coleslaw. Don't even put a lot actually, because you got spring onion in there. And then we're gonna take a pepper. I'm gonna show you guys how to correctly cut a pepper, because there is a correct and a bad way. There's a correct way and a wrong way of cutting a pepper. So how to cut a pepper correctly. Number one, make sure it's washed. I had to remind myself. I'm like, make sure. And then I'll show you the little one. Cut off the top. Can you see this green part? Gone. Cut off the bottom. And then you take it, you just lay it flat, and then you cut through it like this, and then you go around. You see these connecting veins or whatever it's called? Boom, kada boom, bada bam, bam. Again, let's do that in full speed. I should edit some music into this. Boom! The whole core is out, and guess what? Minimal waste. Bin. No seeds. Take a look at that. Sis. Clean. Got the bottom here, which we're going to use. Got the, remember this part? And then of course the stem. Bin. You're welcome. I worked in a restaurant and they taught me that. Now that that is done, you are going to chop them up into nice little cube sizes, and then you're going to pop it into your prawn marinade mixture. Pick out a nice lime, roll it to release the juices. There we go. Wooden mini chopping. I'm gonna have to get like a wooden chopping board, because yeah, this is kind of silly. Always benefit. I'm gonna use half of this for my water. So then we have it all here. We're gonna close the lid. Oh, it's a bit full. Close the lid. Shake. Hey, it looks pretty good. We're gonna leave this to marinate a few hours. The light is on because the sun is going down, but this is what you should end up with. Look at that. And then spritz it with a few pumps of olive oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like 10. Just because. Like why? Just because, Jessica, just because. Oh, when you spend too much time alone. Hey, can you imagine when I start living with somebody, I'll have to tone down all of this? Hopefully not, but yeah. I just tasted it. Spicy, but nice. It's not too salty today. And to pop it back into here, this is our jerk Korean barbecue seasoning. It's gonna be so good. This is gonna marinate, guess what? Overnight. Let the flavors, let everything get to know each other. Hello, introduce yourselves, flavors. Part of me has been debating whether I should tell you guys the secret ingredient that I put in here, but I'm not going to. Gotta keep it to myself. We've got 1.5 cups of rice. I've got white rice in here. I would have liked brown rice, but I'm really not trying to ruin rice and peas. Really and truly, I nearly made rice and barley. Oh, sorry, barley and peas. I should have made barley and peas. Should I make barley and peas instead of rice and peas? Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm gonna make barley quinoa and peas. I'm changing it. I'm switching it up. Okay, so this is cooking for real in a real kitchen, because sometimes you have to think on your feet. So what I'm doing is I'm changing it up. We're gonna have 1/2 cup of white rice, because I don't know how left this recipe is gonna go. So 1/2 cup of white rice, 1/2 cup of pearled barley. Good for you. Fiber. We're eating different. We're eating clean. Why is it more brown people are eating chemically processed foods? Let's think. Think about it. Stay woke. People creeping, you don't know what you're eating. I've got a lot of time on my hand. Stay woke. So we're then going to put, what in the world? Okay, apparently this is bulgur wheat and quinoa. Oops, my bad. I thought it was just quinoa. I should have read. Okay, so now we're putting bulgur. You know that stuff the Turkish people use. Half a cup of bulgur and quinoa. I pray to God that this tastes good. This is what real cooking is like. Gordon Ramsay. Mix until well combined. It looks beautiful. It should be looking like this. Of course, we're going to wash it and season it, baby. Even though it's rice, we gonna hit it with that flavor. Should I film this part? I wish I had somebody. I need a camera person. I'm looking for a camera assistant to help me. If you know somebody who's looking for an internship, I'm never doing another internship ever again. It is literally slavery. I've said it. Modern day slavery. Oh, this gives me an opportunity to use my can opener. Coconut milk. Now, when I make my rice and peas, I like to use real coconut. The trick is to use as much coconut as you can. I don't have these ingredients because I didn't think about it, but if you have these ingredients, trust me, buy a fresh coconut, that water, boop, the coconut flesh, grated, boop, creamed coconut, just a little bit, boop, coconut milk, because really and truly, rice and peas just be dry. You gotta season it, gotta flavour it a little bit, you gotta give it personality. That's what I do. I don't have all of that to give it personality today, but I'm gonna do with what I've got. I got some time. Yeah, so I like my rice and peas flavoured, and you'll be like, oh, it's not rice and peas if it ain't all that stuff. Well, it is, to me. And technically, it's not rice and peas anymore. It's rice, quinoa, bulgur, barley and peas, garlic and ginger. Flavour, honey, flavour. I know you're going to be like, oh, well, don't worry about it, trust me. Flavour, love, flavour. I've done this before. I'm making seasoned rice with beans in it, let's say. Season something. I've got garlic in here. I put 10 shots of ground black pepper, which is kind of stabilizing the camera. Salt, I like pink salt. I'm gonna go around like maybe 12 rounds, 14 rounds. 14. 14 rounds. Why 14? Because. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of, I don't know if I should risk it with the turmeric. I don't know. It might be a bit too. No, I'm not gonna do it. Turmeric's risky. So I'm gonna just keep it garlic and ginger. Some garlic powder, just 1 shot or 2, because I really don't like the way these garlic powders are tasting. I'm gonna risk it with the turmeric powder. I really am. Ooh! I went there. I did that. You did that to yourself, love. Pop. There we go. So is it really rice and peas? I risked it all. Is it risked? I risked that word. I can't speak right now. I put my life on the line with that turmeric powder, and I want a little bit pressure. A little bit. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but it looks really pretty. Look at this. Yeah. Doesn't it look so rustic? Like this is like vegan. Yes, vegan queen food. I'm just using regular schmegular canned beans. This is from Asda. Okay, so again, we're just gonna chop some green onions or some spring onions, whichever way you call it. I call it. And here we go. Pour in your coconut milk. I had to use quite a little bit of coconut milk in my rice and peas, like let's say half the can. And then of course water. I'm gonna measure the water actually. I'm gonna put like 4 cups of water, only because of the extra stuff, and I'll be right back. You can also, if you wanted to, add some butter into this just to flavor it a little bit. This is it. My remix on rice and peas. In here we have some wheat pasta. We're gonna cook the wheat pasta longer than regular pasta. So I now know next time I'll put in the rice slightly later, because the rice is cooking a little faster than the rest. but for the most part it is good. And we have our pasta boiling here, so we're going to move on to making our cheese sauce. For the cheese sauce, I use a regular schmegler Starboard cheese sauce, but I seasons it, baby. Okay, so we've got some finely chopped onion, garlic and ginger, thyme, spring onion, some Arbista cheese sauce, some double cream, and you're going to need some regular schmegler milk. We've got the wok ready. So onion goes in, spring onion goes in, they all go in. Low heat, thyme goes in. This is for the cheese sauce. Garlic goes in, low heat. Press it in there. Some ginger goes in. For the cheese sauce, yes. Put oil as needed. Can you smell that? Add in milk. You want it sauteed, caramelized, whichever word you want to use. Some milk. Yes, some milk. Some milk. Ooh, all of it, yes. Pour it. Milk. And garlic and ginger, yes, garlic ginger flavored milk. Now you want to take that double heavy cream, 2 spoons, because we're making a rich cheese sauce. This ain't for the faint-hearted. So this is what it should look like. Your milk and cream. You also want to put some black pepper in it, 2 rounds. So now we're going to add our Arbista cheese powder. There's only a little bit in here, so we're going to mix it. Get a whisk or something, because it's going to thicken up, sis. I like to go a little bit extra. Look at that. Oh, wait, let me just get this camera focused. Yes, yes. We're gonna add a bit more milk because I like to be liberal with my cheese sauce. So a bit more milk. So we're gonna add a bit more milk and then a bit more cheese powder. I like my cheese sauce thick. So this is what your cheese sauce should be looking like. Look at that. Ooh. Now you're going to add in your pasta, but trust me, the goodness does not end here. There's a final bit that we're going to do to really vamp. Look how rich. Oh, no filter. Pure bliss. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is decadent. Wheat pasta goes in. Mix it up, honey. Mix it up. Eat it just like this. If you wanted to, you don't even have to bake it in the oven or do what I'm about to do to it next, honey. Guess what? We are spoiling ourselves, okay? Your cheddar cheese in there. This is not the one that's going on top of it. No, this is just what's going in it. You want pieces of cheese mixed into it. Okay, honey? It goes right in there. Right in there. Get in, son. Marry me. That's what the pasta is saying to the cheese. When will you marry? When will you marry? Will you be single forever? How did we get here? Because somebody's son needs to be eating this food. That's how we got here. Right on time, I'm going. This is my last shot for today. Can you see the pull now? Let's just taste it. It's hot. Guys, I'm not gonna bake it today. It's gonna marry. It's gonna marinate. Come on, get right here, man. Now let's taste that rice and peas that we made earlier on, or that rice and peas. Genuine reaction. This is my first time reaction. I reckon it's gonna be good. I should have seasoned it a bit more. I like the texture. You know, rice and peas is not too wild. To me, it tastes exactly the same. I could add a bit of salt, but I like it. I wish I had my extras, like I said. I wish I had my pure coconut. I'm gonna add some coconut oil, season with butter, add some salt. Yeah, this is our friend. Our friend is looking really good. I did exactly what I said I'll do. I thought it would be like, it's just perfectly cooked. It's just amazing. I just preheated it again. I added some coconut oil like I said I would. I added some coconut oil, some butter, and a bit of salt to season it. Benny in the kitchen, day 2. Welcome back. This is the day 2. I'm a bit organised today. So, I've got on this board some chopped vegetables already. Today, of course, I made the mac and cheese and I did the meal prep. So today I'm going to make a stew to go for the rice and peas, or should I say the bulgur, quinoa, wheat, buckwheat, whatever I made. We've got some ingredients for the stew. I came really prepared. I'm prepped, I'm prepared, because I don't have time. This is going to take a little bit of time to cook down and simmer. So for our little brown stew that we're going to be making to go for the rice, we're going to use the tray of vegetables, as y'all saw. We're going to need some oil, a few pumps. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for it to cook just a little bit. Just a little bit. For our stew, what we're going to do is pop in the onions and the carrots first, just so they sweat a little bit on a medium-low heat. We're going to sweat them with garlic and ginger, because these take a little while longer to cook. So we're just sweating it down. In goes garlic and ginger. These are our aromatics. A bit more oil. We're only using one tomato because we don't really want it to be tomatoey, but the tomato is just going to add some, I don't know, body to it. Why did we not just chuck it all in? Because you want to layer the flavors. I've got hot curry powder, not a lot, just a little bit. You don't really want a mighty curry taste, you just want a mild. There you go. I'm going to put a little bit of tomato puree. There we go. A smidge. I'll add a smidge more, so I put like a dollop and a bit. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. But then you want to add also is a bit of ketchup. That I did that off camera. I added like a little tiny spoon of ketchup, some chili or paprika, whichever one this is. I've lost track of what is what because they all look the same. So this is either chili or paprika. This base right here, guys, if you put some pineapples in it, some pineapple juice, fry you some pork or some chicken, add some lemon, some vinegar or something, sweet and sour. What we're gonna do is mango chutney in there. Trust me on this one. I'm gonna put some Caribbean jerk seasoning in here. This is a little bit of leftover jerk seasoning, and then I'm putting that putting in the brown jerk seasonings. Spring onions go in last because I like my spring onions slightly raw. Cilantro, flour just to thicken the sauce up. You want to sift in the flour because you don't want it to what's it called, clump up. So this is what it should look like. I don't have the browning paste, but usually and truly it should be brown. You can barely see because of the fog. It's hot. Can you see that quickly? This is gonna go so nice with that sauce, the rice, and look at our prawns. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna take them out before they stiffen up. So this is the stew, what it looks like now. It's not brown, but it's still good. I added the prawn sauce to it. Look at the prawns, yo. And then of course we have the rice here. We're gonna have such a good time eating. On this corner is just mayonnaise, Hellmann's Light, and then we have some double cream, and then I'm going to season it with Chinese 5-spice seasoning. I've also got coriander, onions, and strips of carrots in there, and obviously purple cabbage because it's a rainbow coleslaw, but it all tastes the same. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper to taste. I've just added some more seasoning, some chili, paprika, oregano, basil, parsley, and I'm going to add a little bit of water because it's a bit thick. And I just squeeze a little bit of lime juice, wake up the flavors.